Hi, Shah. Welcome back to another video. I will be talking about the Culling games. I just finished it. So, yeah, let's just jump straight into it. I think this arc kind of starts off very, very slow, in my opinion. I think it gets a lot better later in the chapters. Uh, One of my reasons for that, I think, is that, like, when they introduce characters, and then because this arc was mainly just fighting. And with the fights, like, I didn't care a lot about them. You know what I'm saying? I felt like there was no build up. You introduce a new character and then threw them in a fight, and I didn't really care about a lot of the fights. The first fight was like Itadori versus a lawyer dude, and I heard the lawyer dude is helping Itadori do something in the new chapters. I'm not gonna say what, but like the fight itself was kind of boring. I personally didn't care about it going into it. Didn't care about it afterwards. It was kind of a mid fight. Then we have Fushigoro's fight. I cared more about this fight mainly because I wanted to see Fushigoro's do a domain expansion. If Fushigoro didn't do a domain expansion, I was gonna be mad as a bitch. All right, that was honestly a good fight, way better than Itadori's fight. Again, there was no build up going into it, so I did not care about the dude on the other side. I really just wanted to see Fushigoro do a domain expansion again. Although he did, although it's still incomplete, I was happy to see it. I was happy to see it. But yeah, this was a good ass fight. It was really who could lie the longest, that one dude said or whatever. Yeah, it was a good fight. Him thinking that the dog was done, ended up biting him in the ass. What's it called? After that, from what I remember, there was some mangaka guy. Did not care about him and the other dude's fight. The gambler. Uh, the gambler ended up winning, I believe. But was it the gambler? No, the gambler. No. That's a different fight. I think. Actually, I think the gambler fought him too, but didn't use his domain expansion here. Either way, that shit was kind of ass. That shit was terrible. That shit made me want to take a break from JJK entirely, bro. That shit was so mid. I'm sorry, the character didn't care for him, didn't care about the fight. It was kind of to me, in my eyes. Next up is a dude who uh the gambler used his domain expansion on. If I skip something, I don't remember that. I don't remember what else major happened. Cause again, this early part was mainly just fights. Itadori did get the rule off, but I don't think I need to talk about that too much. When I seen bro kill Panda, I was gonna be a little mad because one, I didn't care about the fight, and it didn't feel like a good send off for Panda. I'm gonna be a little upset. And we got flashbacks, and we seen his body like ripped in the stretch, so I thought he was gonna die, but he didn't die, which is good, cause I was mad, cause like bro, this character he's fighting did not care about him whatsoever. You know, apparently he's trying to save something for Sukuna, so I'm assuming that's gonna play into after the Gojo fight. The gambler just insanely lucky that that's why he won with his domain expansion. He gets like infinite cursed energy or something like that for 4 minutes 11 seconds when once his luck has officially worked in his favor. But yeah, um, that fight was also kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie, did not care much about that fight. And then we get into the Maki stuff. Maki, that one dude, that one Zen clan member came back. Uh, this was better. This was starting to make the clone games a little better in my eyes, but it was still kind of eh. I just knew bro was gonna get punked again. Now Maki was like off her game or something. She did something with the sumo guy and it like cleared her mind or something like that. And then she started pummeling bro. Again, this fight was also kind of mid. This fight was also kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This shit was kind of eh. But hey, Maki did end up uh cooking, bro, as expected. I expected that. Although I wasn't expecting her to struggle off again to start. I don't know. I just didn't care again much about this fight, especially because again I knew Maki was gonna win. Honestly, I just knew it was gonna happen. But next up is where we get to the fun stuff. I'm gonna just jump straight into the Gato show pulling up on Chozo, and the one girl was fighting him, and Chozo didn't stand a chance. He just got absolutely fried. And their goal was to tire him out with the domain expansion, make it to where it was extremely hard for him to use curse techniques and stuff. And it ended up happening because she didn't use hers, and he thought that she didn't use hers, so he would automatically lose. She would automatically lose in a domain expansion. But bro, she was on her shit, bro. Like that shit was fire, bro. She punched Gato and his arm pretty much ripped off. Obviously, he healed it back up, but that shit was fire. Bro. That shit was so fire to me, bro. She did end up dying, which kind of sucks, honestly, because she seems strong as a bitch, and I feel like I ain't seen enough of her. So again, her death ain't very impactful, but she seemed fire, bro. I'm telling you, it's how she seemed mad strong, and I would like to see her more. Is what I'm trying to get at here. But Gato ended up like ripping her in half, pretty much. She created a black hole, bro, and that shit was also fire. But again, it didn't really pin them much as they ended up they ended up losing. Toso still lives. Gato ends up walking away with I don't know his name. The dude they plan on doing the merge with though. That's pretty much what it is. The dude and then walking away with him. Yeah. That fight was short lived. It was fun though. That's when the Culling games really started to pick up in my eyes. Right here. This is when Culling games started to pick up. Cause then we go back to the group. You know, Itadori, Fushiguro, and them. And I'm gonna just jump straight into Itadori flopping, switching with Fushiguro. And I kind of knew he was gonna swap with Megumi because honestly, everyone spoiled like the JJK fucking after. I think it's in chapter 236. Either way, bro. When y'all know who died, if y'all don't know, I'm not gonna say, but like when he died, bro, everything started coming down, and I knew the body switch was coming. You know, I knew it was coming. So yeah, I knew uh Sukuna was gonna go into Fushiguro somehow, some way. I also knew about him trying to run through the Sukuna, which it is a fire moment, but I knew about it and I wasn't expecting the fact that Sukuna was going to be held back by Megumi, so I had higher expectations going into it. But it is something I would love to see animated because I already know music pumping, fucking all that, voice acting, it's gonna seem fire. It's gonna be fire in the anime. I promise y'all that. But yeah, they pretty much end up laughing at my boy and stuff like that and running away from him, which you know what I'm saying. But I want Itadori to put some hands on him because again, bro, JJK spoilers have been like going on recently around me, and I don't like it. So I kind of know what's going on in the like I know he's there versus you know. Again, I don't know if anyone's actually caught up who's actually watching this, so I don't actually want to say nothing. But so Sukuna's goal is pretty much to bury Megumi soul. Pretty much, that's pretty much what it was. Oh, and respect Magi by the way. He she was fighting Sukuna, and Sukuna pretty much, well, that one dude came to help Sukuna. Sukuna would have eventually ended up winning most likely, but you know Megami was also fighting back, so he wasn't gonna have such an easy time. But you know Sukuna had a way to deal with that. But targeting Maki was the right thing, and he said that. And that goes to show you how strong Maki is. But with that being said, let's go straight back to where I was going. To bury Fushiguro soul, to bury his soul, you know, so he has full control of the body with ease. He killed Fushiguro's sister. And I think Fushiguro's sister was being possessed by something else too. I'm not quite sure. I'm like 95% sure. But either way, his goal was to kill him without using his own techniques to really do some pain on the Megami. You know, Megami Megumi's probably gonna view it the same way as Itadori did it. Like he was too weak to do anything. And honestly, respect Itadori because he's able to hold. Like that man can't even take over his body. All Fushiguro could do is hold that shit back a little bit. That's all he could do. But yeah, that's it. Him not being able to do anything. Well, Sukuna killed his sister. Well, he was in his own body. It's gonna hurt him. Honestly, I don't even know what he's gonna do when he gets back. He might not even want to live. I think it said that too. Like I'm pretty sure it said that with like the narration. But yeah, Sukuna did that. You know, Sukuna did that, and then after Sukuna pretty much buried his soul, Sukuna has full control of his body right now. They unsealed Gojo. I knew this unsealing was gonna happen. They postponed their fighting though, instead of just straight up fighting right away. As they postponed it December 24th, and yeah, that's really it. So the upcoming arc is going to be the fighting. I'm probably gonna do I'll probably review the Gojo fight versus Sukuna fight and anything prior to that, and then the rest of the chapters will probably be put into its own video, and then there'll just be weekly chapter reviews from there on out. Yeah, I post 4 times a week. Consider subscribing to the channel. I post Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. This video is getting up late though, because I got home from school, went straight to sleep, and I was already in late. But either way, that's not the point. Still liking the video if you liked it. Peace out. Oh, whoa. Actually, before we actually officially peace out, I get an arc like this 7 out of 10, just because I think it did really, like, it really started off slow in my opinion. Like, to start the arc, this shit was insanely kind of mid, but that's what it was. It was mid. It wasn't like terrible, but it was like, I'm not having a lot of fun. It was like a 5, if we're being like a 5, 6 up until the end. Up until the end. The end really saves this arc. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm not gonna re-say this stuff. Just peace out.